Hey, what's up, guys? So I saw something very interesting on Twitter regarding MrBeast that I wanted to cover, and that is the fact that MrBeast could very well run for president. Now, let's go ahead and play this video real quick. Basically, over the weekend, Logan Paul and MrBeast and KSI are doing some sort of tour. They're doing whatever, some sort of event where they're trying to promote their scummy Feastables product that they're trying to give the children. And during that time, Logan Paul actually said something interesting. He basically shouted out to the entire crowd, MrBeast is running for president and blah, blah, blah. And the funny thing about that is MrBeast has hinted on a number of different occasions that he absolutely is going to run for president. And I definitely think that he will. And that's going to be a disaster. But hey, we've seen crazier things, right? So let me go ahead and play this video so you can hear what Logan Paul said. Here we go.
We are saying goodbye at the moment. I know, it's very sad, but the good news is this. Jimmy Donaldson is running for president in 2036. What? And I don't know about you, but I'm voting MrBeast.
Alright, guess we're just making things up.
Alright, everybody.
Dinosaurs are real.
Actually, dinosaurs are real. They did exist at one point. We have the bones. So I'm not sure why he said that. Like, dinosaurs actually are real. But anyway, so the bottom line is Logan Paul says Jimmy Donaldson, aka MrBeast, is going to run for president in 2036. It's actually very possible that could really happen. I don't know if it'll be 2036. It could be a little earlier, maybe 2032. I think he would be eligible by then. I think he'd be 35, maybe not. But anyway, it very well could happen, and I'm going to explain why. Because not only do you have that going on, but here's a tweet right here from MrBeast. This was said back in July of 2024. MrBeast said, if we lower the age to run for president, I'll jump in the race. Then MrBeast says, if I were president, I wouldn't care about party lines. I just always truly make the American people my number one priority. Yeah, right. For problems I'm ignorant in, I'd have experts from the left and right advise me on them and try to find a middle ground that's best for America. Wouldn't be viable. Don't care about doing things just because my party says I should. And I would focus on uniting the country instead of dividing it. Anyways, we can pick this up in 15 years when I'm old enough to run. Oh, my God. This paragraph right here perfectly explains why he should run for president, literally. And also, not to mention the other allegations that he's been being accused of by Dogpack 404, Rosanna Pansino, and a few others, especially the way that he handled the Chris Tyson situation, which we now know that he absolutely 1,000% knew about. If he were to run for president, people are going to bring that up, and that is absolutely going to hurt his political campaign. Now, is Jimmy Donaldson going to run? He very likely is. Is he going to win? Probably not. But let me go ahead and just kind of dissect just a little bit of some of the things that he said here. He said right here, for problems I'm ignorant in, I'd have experts from the actually, no, this is the part. He said, wouldn't be viable. Don't care about doing things just because my party says I should. Yeah, buddy, politics don't really work like that. You can't just completely ignore your political party. Political parties are extremely powerful. Not only do they help you get elected, they give money to different things. They help you in terms of picking certain people and advisors and different things like that. You need your political party, okay? You also need your political party for the state races if you want to keep control of the Senate and the House. Anyway, big political lecture. Guy don't know what he's talking about. Then he says, I will focus on uniting the country instead of dividing it. Country's already divided. Nothing you can do about that. I don't think anybody can unite the country. There's no way to do it. People just think too differently on certain issues, and they're extremely passionate about their disagreements. So it's just not going to happen. But bottom line is, you have several different instances where MrBeast mentioned running for president. You have this tweet right here. This thing that happened literally yesterday where Logan Paul just screamed MrBeast is running for president. Then you got this tweet in July of 2024. And then you actually have this interview right here. You see, this is an interview that took place on the Flagrant YouTube channel that MrBeast did back in 2022. And in this interview right here, he just straight up says, yes, I'm running for president in the future. Like, he just straight up says it. Let's go ahead and play that. Here we go.
About being the greatest YouTube ever. What's next? Because I was listening to your Rogan, and I swear to God, I thought this guy should be president.
Oh,
I know. I'll say that'd be fun. Is that something you've thought about?
Yeah, the only thing
Political
is,
aspirations.
Yeah, I would love to. I just feel like you have to do a lot of politics leading up to it, and I don't know. Like, if you could just go from, no one ever has done.
So right here, he just straight up says, yeah, he's thought about it and he would love to run for president. So like I said, it's probably going to happen. Obviously, he's not old enough yet. He's still in his 20s. But by the time he gets to the age of 35, which, by the way, my just overall thoughts on this entire thing, Nobody in a million years ever thought that a non-political person would run for president and win, but we literally saw with Donald Trump. Before that, everybody else who ran for president had some sort of political background, whether they were like a former governor or they were a former senator or something like that, something. But in the case of Donald Trump, he was a celebrity. He was on the Celebrity Apprentice. He was a very popular and famous billionaire, and then he ended up winning. I think the upgrade to that, the next version of that is going to be a YouTuber or an influencer. That's what I think. And why not this guy? This is the biggest YouTuber out there. I mean, certainly nobody wants Logan Paul, right? I mean, it's either going to be him, Logan Paul, or IShowSpeed. Those are the three biggest guys out there. And of course, all three of them are terrible. But out of the three bad options you got, he just might be the best. But then again, I don't know, because you got some weird stuff with the Chris Tyson allegations. I don't know. I guess they're all bad. But anyway, I 1,000% think that a YouTuber is going to eventually run for president. Will they win? I don't know. I don't know if a YouTuber will win, but I think they'll run. It'll probably be this guy. Let's continue.
This just being a celebrity to just being president, that would be great. But if I have to like work my way up and be like a mayor and then like a senator,
I think we've realized you don't have to.
Yeah, well then it is appealing. Yeah, when I'm like 40 or 50.
Really?
Yeah, that'd be bro. I
mean, he literally just says it. It is appealing when I'm 40 or 50. And the funny thing about this is, if he were to run for president right now, he would have no chance of winning because his fan base is mostly kids. However, in about 10, 12 years, when some of his fans who are kids get a voting age and become young adults, you get a bunch of your fans who are young adults, and you also maybe sway some of the older voters to your platform and get them on board with what you want to do, you might have a chance. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't think he'd ever win, but just giving a path forward for him to possibly win.
I was a billionaire and I just gave away all my money. And I was like, I can't be bought. I just gave away every penny. I have literally $0 in my bank account. Vote for me. I feel like that's a pretty good campaign thing. Like, you're voting for me.
Yeah.
I have $10 billion, give away every penny, can't be bought because I gave away all my money, and then I just do what's best.
That's so dumb. That's so stupid. He's significantly underestimating the intellect of the American people. Oh yeah, if I run for president, I'm just gonna say, hey guys, I'm giving away all my money and everybody will be happy. Like, no, it doesn't work like that. Like, people want to know like your policies, my guy. Like, people are gonna want to know, what are you gonna do to make their lives better? What are you gonna do to keep us out of wars? What are you gonna do to keep America first? What are you gonna do to fix a lot of the problems and issues that we have domestically? People are gonna want to know the answers to those questions. People are not gonna give a crap. I mean, maybe your kid fan base is gonna care about that stuff. Your 14 and 13-year-olds are going to care, like, oh my God, he gave away all his money. I'm so happy. Maybe even college students will care. But like, most grown adults are not going to give a crap that, oh, this billionaire, they're actually going to think you're stupid, to be honest. They're going to think you're an idiot. They're like, look at this dummy. He freaking had $10 billion and he gave it all away and now he's broke. Like, look at this idiot. Like, that's honestly what they're going to think. So he has a very misled thought process on how politics actually works and what it takes to win the presidency. It is not that easy.
For people, and
I like this.
Yeah, and just ignore lobbyists or whatever.
But you need to keep money in order to ignore the lobbyists, because otherwise,
I give it all away, and we're good.
Well, there's freedom in
I
having
get
money.
$400,000 a year as president. I'm good.
Oh yeah, you can live off that.
Yeah.
I mean, look, man, this is America. We live in a world that is ruled and governed, or just the country. We'll just do the country. Ruled and governed by capitalism. Okay? He could lie all he wants about this. I'll just give away all my money and I'll be broke. No, you're not. No, you're not. The world just isn't set up like that. Nobody wants to be broke. Like, life's just so much better and easier when you got a little bit of extra money in your pocket. Okay? So let's just cut the crap right there. And then the other part about the lobbyists, they do target the president. Sure, fine. But they mostly target Congress. So fine, maybe you won't take money from not take money. I'm sorry. Maybe you won't listen to the lobbyists. Fine. Maybe you won't listen to the lobbyists or take opportunity whenever it's given to you, whatever. Maybe you won't. But the senators and the House reps and everybody in Congress, oh, trust me, they will. They've been doing it for decades and it's not going to stop anytime soon. Okay.
And the taxpayers.
Yeah, dude, I like this. I think that.
Agreed. I think if I wanted to, I
24 right now.
Yeah, so
okay, go.
Yeah, it'd be like 3 more cycles, but I wouldn't do. I'd probably do it in my mid 40s.
Yeah.
I think like
3 more cycles.
I think I could make it interesting enough where I could win.
Okay, well, how?
Like, give away all my money and just like, I know how to get people's attention.
Here we go. No policies. Nothing about what he would do. I just got to give away all my money. I know how to get people's attention. That's it. Nothing else. All right, man. Anyway, I just wanted to give my thoughts on MrBeast possibly running for president because, again, you heard it here first. I'm sure I wasn't the first person, literally, but just jokingly, you heard it here first. MrBeast or some YouTuber is going to run for president in like 12 years or whatever. Let me see. Yeah, like 12 years. And like maybe even 8. I guess 8 might be possible too if they're of age, but it's going to happen. Once some of these guys who, you know, blew up in their 20s, turned 35, you're going to see 1 or 2 of them run for president. Probably going to get their butts kicked, but I could definitely see it happening. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. That's today's video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.